Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Team of the Season Rafa card. I already know the Benfica guys in the comment section were telling me, Inception, why aren't you reviewing the Benfica guys? Guys, I'm working towards my FC Porto team. I think I'm like 100k or 80k or something away from the Icon Moments Deco, and then when I do, I actually have a really cool team that I'm going to show you guys when I do the Team of the Season Corona review, because I did end up packing him for my Liga NOS Team of the Season, so it saved me like a solid like 40 or 50k for my team, because I was obviously going to get the card regardless. But with this Rafa card, guys, we're obviously looking at an absolute monster and not a card that is easy to pack in that SPC, I've been told. It's him and Alex Telles. I think Alex Telles is the player that people want the most, but with Rafa, he is a very, very good super sub. We're taking a look at a card that is 5'8" with high medium work rates, right-footed with 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. So if I remember correctly, they did 100% upgrade his weak foot to a 4-star weak foot. So it shows you guys that they have the capabilities of doing it. Should they do that for more of the players in the game because it is a video game and you want to be able to do everything with that card? Probably, right? But it is what it is. In regards to traits, he has a speed dribbler trait, so he doesn't have the outside foot shot trait or the finesse shot trait, which it sucks, but it's not really a big deal. But the big thing with this card, guys, is again, without any chemistry style, you're looking at an absolute monster, right? 97 acceleration with 99 sprint speed, don't need to improve that. The shooting, you definitely can. You definitely code the shooting at 93 finishing, 96 shot power, 82 long shots, 87 volleys. Like, it's the ones more at the bottom, like kind of like midway there to the bottom that you have to improve, in my opinion. But the dribbling, I don't really feel like you have to touch, because the fact that he is a 5'8" player with base card stats like that for dribbling, you're not really going to need to improve it. It actually seems like shooting and passing is what's going to be the ideal situation for this card. So probably like a Deadeye, but I'll check out what Footbin gave him after the whole me trying out the card in-game thing today. In regards to defending, he doesn't have any defending traits. Perfectly fine, because he's gonna be playing more of an attacker. I don't know, man. What's his work rate? It's high medium, right? Yeah. So I don't know. He feels like he could potentially be a really good cam in like a 4-1-2-2. Obviously, because he has 99 stamina, he'll be a really beast left cam, right cam, center cam. You could probably use him as a striker as well, preferably in a formation where you're using two different strikers, but in a 4-2-3-1 as a lone striker, he could be pretty decent as well, right? Because he's just so fast. I am curious to see how his base shot power, finishing, and composure fares with this card in-game in regards to specific moments. My boy got so lucky in the mid-icon SPC getting hull. It's just insane. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and try him out with... Let's use his attacking 4-2-3-1. I think this is the one that I use, actually, so this is perfect, because then Rafa will play to the left side. Hole will play as one of the CDMs, Coutinho in, Bellarabi to the right side, Drogba up top. I just want to see if Rafa behaves the way I like my left and right attack mids to behave in terms of just movement constantly, right? I feel like he's going to be that type of card, but I'm just not entirely too sure. I really don't like cards that just kind of like run in a straight line. It works for some formations and tactics, but just not for all, right? So it's something that we definitely need to test. The tactics are very, very generic. We may switch them as the game progresses. We're on balanced 4 with 3 players in the box, so I mean, he should be an aggressive runner to utilize empty space, right? Like someone like Ryan Kent, Bernardo Silva, that's going to move the way that he should move, right? So we'll see what's up with that. In regards to roles, doesn't really matter. I mean, we could make it Rafa in-game, but it's not really like a hugely relevant thing. So I do mainly want to use him in the left attacking mid position. We're going to see how he plays there. And then as the game progresses, we will rotate with the cards. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. Okay, let's see how he plays with the attacking tactics. Oh, he's really agile, I'll tell you that much, off the ball wise. Just moving left and right with him is really quick. His dribbling is really fast. I'm actually working towards getting this card for my secondary squad, so that dribbling is going to be super nice to have for sure. Coutinho getting into the space, but he is in an offside position, playing off of Drogba there. I like that he doesn't choose to be super aggressive there, like making those super irrelevant runs. Like, he'll make it, but then he'll come back into position really quickly, which is very important. He doesn't seem like he's cutting in inside too much, so we're going to have to see what's up with that as the game progresses. Comes back defensively pretty nicely with the comeback and defense instruction. already starts making that run right there, which isn't entirely irrelevant because it does actually push that specific fullback back in regards to us attacking forward, so that's not too bad there. In regards to the balance instructions, he's definitely not really playing exactly the way I want him to play, but in that situation right there, you can actually see that he started to cut inside, which is really, really nice. It's these situations over here that I'd like him to do it more often, so we are going to switch the attacking tactics to see if we can fix that on the card. He offers his great defensive presence too, which is fantastic, obviously. We do need to switch the tactics because he does actually cut inside sometimes, but these tactics that I'm using right now, it doesn't really suit his playstyle. We definitely need to make a more narrow possession base as well so that we can utilize more of his aggressive play. You kind of see he's like a little bit more stagnant in the sides there, so we're going to go ahead and switch that. We'll switch it to some long ball tactics just to get some runs out of the players here, with it set to 5 and 5, or 5 and 3, I would say. Just to see what he's like when he's wide, but actually making specific runs. Let's see how he does with that. So against this guy, we're gonna have to make our team way more. We're gonna make the width smaller for sure. We have to, because the wide width is not really gonna help against this guy. But you can see that, like with Rafa, he actually starts to go into the middle quicker there. Starts utilizing empty space really nicely. I try to do that little touch right there to get that little angle for the shot. But you can see that with the different tactics, he does actually start to utilize the middle position really quickly, which is nice. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and just switch the tactics that we're normally comfortable with, because you guys know how these go. I'm going to use it based on possession-based playstyle 4 and 2. Because Drogba makes super irrelevant runs to the side, we're going to keep him on stay central, and we should be good from there. Oh, I thought Drogba wasn't going to score that. You can see how like sloppy and sluggish it is right now, even from the touches that he took there to score that opportunity. But regardless, man, I'm noticing that Rafa actually offers a really, really good defensive presence on the sides when it comes to him pushing back into the defensive areas, which I like a lot. I am going to switch him to the cam position right now because it feels like, I don't know, man, it feels like he can make a really, really good cam in a team. I like him in the left attack mid position. I would have to adjust my tactics more. He's definitely a hybrid between running and behind, but also cutting inside, depending on the tactics that you use. So that's really, really good. But I do want to see what he's like playing through the middle because, I don't know, man, that quick dribbling that he has, it could be a beneficial thing to have to open up the space for yourself in your team's attack for sure. I like the support he offers in the cam position. I'm really liking his off-the-ball movement there as well right now. Yeah, you see how he doesn't aggressively push to the side right there? That's perfect. That's exactly how I want him to move. Just really fast dribbles, man. Really, really fast dribbles. And he's, again, the gameplay is one of the worst right now, but he's compensating really well with his dribbles. Off-the-ball movement is fantastic with him so far. Look, he makes that run. I need him to make that run right there, which is perfect. Opens up the space in the side over here. We can get a cut inside shot. Almost score the opportunity right there. Yeah, you know what? I like him the most as a cam right now instead of the sides. He's definitely playing that position really nicely. Yeah, I think I'm going to like him the most in the cam position for sure, dude. I can only imagine what this card is like in a 4-1-2-2 with like really aggressive tactics. See, it's that quickness to open up the space for yourself that's going to be like really, really important. Dude, look at this guy being able to play like this, man. He's just running and I can't get the ball off him. Look at this. Yeah, Power Strike? Yeah. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. I'm liking him in the cam spot, guys. Honestly, in the left and right attacking position, he plays that position well, and he could definitely be used there for sure, but because of his height and because of his agility on the ball to open up space for others, like, he just feels best utilized in the cam position for sure. There we go. Ball roll pass, near post strike. Good little goal there with Drogba. Nicely done, man. Yeah, I'm loving him in the cam spot. I actually wouldn't even change him from there. Like in my secondary squad that I'm working towards right now, I might still have to use him in the sides, obviously, because if I use Totssf in the team, Totssf would have to be, he'd have to be the cam instead of Rafa. But maybe I can work with something there instead of using Totssf. We'll see. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Rafa card is that he's pretty good, man. I really enjoyed using the card. I didn't feel like his height was actually that big of a problem because of how agile he was in-game. His 4-star was really nice to have. Base card stats on this card is absolutely brilliant. So if you actually give him the Deadeye chemistry style to increase his passing ability as much as possible, his shooting ability as much as possible, it could be an ideal situation. A Maestro... What does a Maestro give him? Maestro gives him a little bit of dribbling, passing boost with some shooting boost as well. Long shots to a 92, shot power. No. Yeah, I would say a Deadeye. Because his dribbling is already really responsive. Like, you don't need to improve that. Base card stats for dribbling is already good enough, guys. 99 stamina is super noticeable. He actually offers a great defensive presence if he plays on the sides. I personally preferred using him in the cam position, maybe preferably in a 4-1-2-1-2. I think if there's like two strikers ahead of him, because the way that he chooses to be aggressive and not to be aggressive is very, very solid. I mean, this is a very good card, guys. If you guys can link him in your team, he's not only fun to use, but he's actually like a mid-tier meta card to use. Like, he's just really, really good, and he moves around the pitch really nicely. Can score some good opportunities for you and whatnot. It's just it's a very solid card. I'm very happy that he's actually more usable. I enjoyed using this card more than the Diaz card, just because this card is like the 5'8" really helps him be more responsive, right? With Diaz, his balance is a little bit lower, so you have to improve it, but even still, you kind of feel that characteristic a little bit. But I think in-game performance-wise, Rafa feels better, but who I would actually use, it'd be Diaz, right? But yeah, it's a good card, guys. If you guys pick him up for 184k, he's pretty solid. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.